And as I was driving down the road, the Lord put on my heart, take everybody in the company and put them in a straight line so that everyone now is working together. So that if you sponsor anybody else, it has to go under number 3. Number 1 sponsors anybody else, it has to go under number 3. Number 2 sponsors, it has to go under number 3. Now everybody's working together, and our motto is one line, one team, one vision, and that's to change lives. So let's talk a little bit more about what that means. Every IBO who enrolls after you will count towards your team volume. And the amazing thing is that everybody is in a straight line. And so if we have 14,000 distributors all in a straight line and you secure your position, the amazing part is that there's nowhere else for anybody to go in the entire company but underneath you. And that is going to start building your team volume. And so regardless if you bring anybody to the table or not, your team volume is going to start building. Not only is it new people that enter the business, but you also will receive those team volume points and potential commissions when you have people that got in before you, when they reorder. When they reorder, that team volume counts for you, and that will give you the potential to access bonus pools that we're going to talk about in just a second. Now, what you have now is a story. In network marketing, traditionally, people have not had a story. You pick up the phone, you call people and say, I've got an opportunity for you need to take a look at. First thing they ask you is, how well have you done? And you really don't have a story. You can say, well, I haven't sponsored anybody yet, but you could be the first and we can build this together. And they usually say, well, call me back when you're successful. But now, because of this straight line, you have a story. You can say, I haven't sponsored anybody yet, but I have X number of dollars running through my business. I have $10,000 worth of volume running through my business. I've got 100 people, 200 people, whatever the number is, and I haven't sponsored anybody yet. Because it's a straight line, the same opportunity can happen for you. And you share that opportunity, you share your story, and the next thing you know, you are able to sponsor this person and start receiving commissions. And so as soon as that person secures their position, guess what? Other people are going to be placed in their organization and they're going to have a story. They're going to be able to share with somebody else, and then that'll build your second generation and your third generation. And that's how the system works, is because it's a straight line, because everybody's working together, you now have people that are working with you that got in before you and after you. It's absolutely one line, one team, one vision, and that is to change lives. And so let's talk a little bit. When you do introduce somebody to the business, they are considered first generation. And let's assume that you help 5 people to join the business. Well, you're going to receive a commission for those 5 people, regardless of how deep you place them in the organization. When they, in turn, share it with somebody else, you could start growing your second generations of commissions. And so now we're just using an example of 5. You can sponsor 1, 5, 10, 50. You can sponsor as many as you want on each generation. But we're just using the example of 5. And so it can continue to grow and grow and grow. And so one of the neat things that we're going to be doing is in the back office, you'll be able to see how many bottles are running through your business. Let's also talk about the team volume bonuses and kind of how you benefit from all of the volume that is going to be placed in your organization because of the straight line. Now, as soon as you have 100 group volume points, which means, let's say you introduce me to the business and I buy a case of the product and spend $100, you get 100 points. It's dollar for dollar. As soon as you have 100 group volume points, group volume is people you introduce to the business. Team volume is everybody that buys the minute after you, whether it's a reoccurring auto ship by somebody above you that is now buying after you secured your position, or new people placed in your organization. Very quickly, the 10,000 team volume points are happening. It can happen in a day for most people. So as soon as you have 100 group volume and 10,000 team volume, you will share in 1% of the entire company revenue with everybody else that had done the same thing you've done. Now, if you haven't sponsored anybody and don't have 100 group volume points and you haven't sponsored anybody, you're not going to make any money. This is an opportunity to build a residual income but not have to build it all by yourself. 1% of revenue means that you are now sharing a small percentage of every bottle that is sold by Mandura, from the very first person that got into the business to the last, you can share in that revenue. Now, it's going to be very small at first because other people are going to be sharing in that as well, but you're sharing it with the same level of people that have accomplished what you've accomplished. Now, I'm very blessed and fortunate to be one of the owners of Mandura, but I get a very small percentage of every bottle sold. And you, as an independent business owner of Mandura, when you meet certain qualifications, you will get a very small portion of every bottle sold. So it's not just what did you bring to the table, it's actually you get to share in all of it. Now, how can you qualify for more? As soon as you have 300 group volume points, which is about 3 cases, and 20,000 team volume points, which usually is taking a couple days, you get to share in your second 1%. And then it keeps growing as you keep doing more. And we have a total of 20 separate 1% bonus pools. So as an independent business owner, you can qualify to share in 20% of the entire revenue of the company with everybody else that had also done that. Now, what could that add up to be? Well, just as an example, when Mandura is shipping 100,000 cases a month, each of those bonus pools would be worth $100,000. So you'd have 20 separate $100,000 bonus pools shared with everybody else that had qualified for it. So what is so revolutionary about what we're doing is everybody's in a straight line, but not only can you benefit from the people that were placed in the organization after you, but through your effort, you can qualify to receive commission on people that got in before you from the very first person that ever entered the business. And that's what makes us so unique. How to secure your position, because that is absolutely crucial in this opportunity, is to go ahead and secure your position, and you get a free business opportunity when you purchase and fill out the free application. And so you can secure a position with as little as a 1 bottle purchase for $30. Now keep in mind, if you want to buy more, you'll get a discount. 2 bottles is $55, a case is $100. You select your auto ship, but those team volume points are going to accumulate month after month after month. And so just want to thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this opportunity video and get back with the person that introduced you to Mandura to get your questions answered. And remember, it's not just about making some money. It's not just about improving your own physical health. It's about making a difference in the local community with Mandura missions. And so I just want to thank you for your time today, and God bless.